Hi friends, it's Ayumi and today we have a special craft haul video. I know you're thinking, for the few people who actually do watch my stuff, didn't you already do a video for craft store hauls in November? And yes, I did. I already made a video earlier this week actually, showing what I got at my local craft store. But today is a different sort of haul video because I have a confession to make. The truth is, even though I like to usually use my craft store to buy all my supplies for crafting, and sometimes even go to, say, like a Daiso or something like that, I also really have a habit of checking out Mercari or Mercari here in Japan to often get people's scraps and things, which is also why I have a very large stash of pre-cure fabric, which I will get into in a later video for YouTube. Now, um, I am trying my best to not buy things unless I absolutely need them, but I do really appreciate the fact that I can go over there and basically pay just a smaller fee to get a lot of like other people's leftovers because I like patchwork. It really works out for me. And even sometimes I get like a pretty decent size amount of fabric that people just don't want anymore. Now, for today's haul, I wanted to make a video because I got two different purchases that I'm really excited about, and one of them I actually haven't opened yet, so it is going to be a proper unboxing, if you will. So that's really exciting. So the first one I got, and it was advertised as a collection of scrap fabric that were all Japanese fabric style, what we would call Wagara. So I saw the pictures in the post and I saw that it was only 300 yen to get all of them. So I was like, absolutely, I would love to have some more. So let's get started. So I'm just going to open up, here's the first big chunk. I just took it out of the plastic here. So let's start with this one. Okay, so this one we got a really lovely, it's a green and gold. I really love the colors here. Honestly, it reminds me a little bit of Wicked, but not as bright. It's like muted Emerald City. And then next one, we have this one that has like these fans and balls, decorative balls. These would, typically, traditionally, these are something that would be like embroidered IRL. And then we have leaves and flowers, just really lovely. These feel like very classic Japanese patterns. And then we have, I love this one. I actually, either I have had this fabric before, or I've definitely seen it around, but this fabric it has like Shiba Ken or Shiba Inu and has sushi on it. So very cute, very silly. Obviously, this is the kind of fabric that would be very popular overseas as well, but whatever. And then we have this other like kind of sashiko like design, the same as before, right? The same patterning, but this one is a I would say it's a black but like almost blue. Almost not quite navy, but like a bluish black and the silver. So this is like a metallic. This part is metallic for both of these. And then similarly, we have another one of the same fabric from before. So these are both the same, but this one is a cream. This one is a kind of, I want to say it's not quite navy because it's got purple in it as well in the background color, but obviously we could use those together or separate. This one I love a lot. This one is similar because it has like the little embroidered balls as well and the flowers, but the background has this kind of gradient going on, and then there's also more of this gold patterning that kind of also looks like something that you might see in the sashiko. Okay, next one we have another very, I love this one as well. So animals and Japanese food is another theme we have going on here. For this one, we got these little budgies. Basically, I'm like turning around because they're like in all directions. And then the other things are just like traditional Japanese sweets or wagashi. And those all look like super scrumptious. So there's that as well. And then next one we have, as you can see, this has been used. But this is just a basic checkerboard print space, more or less, but like very, very small, of course. So again, this is definitely like one of those like, oh, for patchwork, you love to see it because very useful. And then we have this patterning, which is similar, like a checkerboard technically, but of course it's white with a whole bunch of different colors. I love the colors on these because they also do feel like the kind of colors you might see in traditional dyeing. This one is a smaller piece, but we have this one that's also got some cutouts as well. I like looking at this, like there's circles. I wonder what they were making. Then we have again like this like really beautiful bunch of different traditional patterns in this one as well. So this is a much larger piece of fabric. I'm not going to open it all up because I would want to fold it back in. Let's hold it right side up first. So this is a very typical scallop print. Love to see it. I love the variety of colors, and I also love that the colors are not all like evenly distributed. It almost looks kind of randomized. And then of course, because I am an aquatic lady, I love that if you flip the scallop print around, it looks like scales. So very functional. Now, what's very exciting is that I opened the package and I did the thing to confirm that I received the items I had paid for, so I could go check off the box over in Mercari, which would then mean the seller would get paid. But then I noticed as I was opening this up that there was actually another little piece of plastic in here. So the seller actually had given me some extra bonus fabric. I still can't believe it because hello, I only paid 300 yen for all the stuff I already got, for sure. But yeah, it just said like, oh, thank you for your purchase, and please feel free to use this as well. So like, awesome. I'm actually opening it up for the first time now on screen. So of course, the first thing we see as we turn it around is more of the exact same kind of fabric I just showed you, except now it's purples and oranges and like that little, like it's a kind of a lavender pink-ish type of thing. So obviously you could use that together or separately. I'll figure that out when we get there, but awesome. Now we have this tiny tiny piece of this beautiful floral fabric. I love the colors here as well. And then we have some more plain fabric. We have a nice little brown here. You can see pretty see-through or whatever, but it's fine. This lovely purple, this is another like very see-through fabric as well. Then we have this red. I believe these are two, like, they're not quite the ripple fabric type, but they're very interesting. And then we have more of this actual pattern. It looks like it's the same set. And then there's a blue one. So awesome. Hello. Thank you for all the fabric, dear stranger from Mercari. Now, I didn't have time to get into the next package, so we'll have a part 2 where I open up the other box because it's a lot of stuff and I'm excited.